Hey, video fanboys and fangirls alike. It is I, the DVD King. I got a table full of DVDs, full of videos. This is the old Friday the 13th release. So it's got Friday the 13th part 1 through 8. It does not have Jason Goes to Hell or Freddy vs. Jason. That is fucking awesome. Now, a lot of people complain about this movie. I did like it, but it is a shame that he didn't spend more time in Manhattan, but I still think it's pretty good. But anyway, there's something I want to point out that I thought was pretty funny. I'm a big Muppet fan. The Muppets Take Manhattan, which is an 80s Muppets movie. So that's right. You got Muppets Take Manhattan and Jason Takes Manhattan. That's pretty funny, right? Has anyone ever noticed that? They both took Manhattan. And both of these films are 80s movies. It's hilarious. I love it. Leave a comment below if you ever noticed that. Kind of like what they did with the Pink Panther movies, how they follow the same line of the sequels to the Halloween movies. Check that shit out also. Very strange. Later on, of course, you know, the regular DVD releases were the standard like this. Everyone knows that. But what I noticed is, if it's a kid's movie, for some reason, sometimes the tape was white. So going back to how I edited the covers, I also did it with Godzilla. Back in a couple of years ago, they started really pumping out and releasing all the Godzilla movies in DVD, the ones that never got DVD releases, and they placed it under the label 50th anniversary, because at the time it was the 50th anniversary of Godzilla. It was really cool, you know? So, and they made custom new covers for all of them, which was really awesome. So, you know, here's one that's the 50th anniversary, and on the back of them, this is for all you Godzilla fans who ever notice. When they list the amount of monsters that are in each film, they do it with all these cool symbols for all the monsters. But then other releases came out around the same time that did not have the 50th anniversary label at the top. I scanned the DVD covers for the movies, and I actually custom put the 50th anniversary label at the top. Like, these are not official. This is not how they look. The way they look is the 50th anniversary logo is gone. But I put it all back in because I want all the Godzilla movies to have 50th anniversary on the top, damn it. It's my fucking collection. I can do whatever the goddamn I want. Here's a Blu-ray. I know I'm the DVD king. I'm making a mistake here, but whatever. What I want to say about these new releases, if you see them in the stores, they might not still sell them, because they have a new set they released as of recently, last year or some shit. But these Blu-ray releases are really cool, but only for the prequels. If you buy the original trilogy versions of the Steelbook, the quality that they do to the original trilogy looks like shit. Oh my god, they darken all the colors. They're trying to make the original trilogy They're trying to present the original trilogy as a modern movie. Fuck that. Leave that alone. I like the special editions for the original trilogy, but they darkened the color pattern and palette for the original trilogy on these Blu-rays, and it looks like garbage. Don't buy them. The only reason I recommend getting them is because of the cases. The cases are awesome. Like a New Hope had Darth Vader, and I actually sold it because I hated the quality, but I wanted to keep the case. So sometimes what you could do is you can get rid of the movie somehow, but try to keep the case. I don't know. It's hard. Sometimes with the releases, the cases are better than the releases. That's another rare thing to come across, though. So here's another thing you see. They started doing these in the 2010s where they have these like 4-packs. Warner Brothers started doing it, and it's pretty cool. But you notice, and tell me if you other movie people do this. Like this collection right here, these are all pretty cool movies. Like I love Christopher Lee's Dracula, and I love that he made like 7 movies. But the only one I was actually really interested in was Dracula AD 1972. because Dracula resurrects himself in the 70s. I thought that was really cool, but that was the only one I actually wanted to buy. I didn't want to have these other movies, but because it was harder to get this version as a single, I had to buy this so I can just easily get this. So that's really annoying. Tell me if you can relate to something like that, where you bought a collection for just one thing and it was easier to get, so you got that, and you got these other movies you're not interested in. I'm sure all these are good. I've seen trailers for them and I saw reviews on them from James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd. Here's another set. I do like what they call them usually, but this right here is called the Urban Action Collection, and you got some good ones in here. It's like 2 of them are good and 2 of them are bad. Well, 3 of them are good. I didn't like Hot Potato, but they're all pretty cool. Now, I want to mention Jim Kelly here. Jim Kelly was also in Enter the Dragon. Jim Kelly was really cool. I put him in like 2nd or 3rd place, below Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee. He's really in 2nd place behind Bruce Lee. Jim Kelly did a lot of Kung Fu movies. He was in Hot Potato, and Hot Potato sucked, but Jim Kelly was the best part of that movie. So he kind of got screwed with that movie, in my opinion. And then he was also in 3 the Hard Way with these other 2 guys, and they're pretty cool in the movie too. But, you know, again, 3 of these movies star Jim Kelly. And I like Black Samson, it was good. But 3 of these movies star Jim Kelly. So why not call this fucking thing the Jim Kelly Collection? Jim Kelly Action Collection. Not Urban Action Collection. Come on, it's just lazy. No. Fucking call it Jim Kelly Action Collection. That's what they should have done. Thanks for watching my video. If you guys think this is cool and you want to see more, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It's because I am, after all, the DVD King.